lovely dreamers, this is Dreamachu here. Let me just firstly address that I might have a little bit of a lisp in this video as I've recently gotten on braces. I'm trying my best not to, but we might see what we get. Well, let's just slide into the drama now, shall we? If you haven't heard the recent drama going around Tumblr, oh yes, our favorite little website here on the internet, which really can't badmouth much because I am a regular user and admirer of Tumblr. Don't worry, I swear I'm not crazy. The Tumblr app has recently been removed from the Apple's App Store after inappropriate content concerning children was found on the app. I remember there's been a lot of controversy going around where people had to spread to other blogs of certain ones you need to block or follow due to inappropriate or gory content, which finally blocked from the App Store and thought, hey, maybe now we should do something about the crazy amount of NSFW and other gross shit on the platform, which thank God. This caused Tumblr staff to finally get their ass in gear and start to ban all of the bad beans on Tumblr. In the staff's frantic attempt to remove all the NSFW blogs from the site, not doing very well by the way, as my posts will get like so many likes from NSFW and porn blogs, it's gross, and I always have to blog people, so During this massive purge, as people on Tumblr are calling it now, the Tumblr Purge, a shit ton of very regular, very safe for work blogs got demolished from existence. For example, as an active content creator in the Nanbaka fandom, one of my main fandoms and one of my favorite anime/manga of all time, hell yeah, please watch it. If you're looking for some high-key quality content, I know you are, go watch it now, please. There was a blog called, I think, Nanbaka Nico or something along the lines of, Nico was the character it was centered around, and there was the username Rice, who is the owner of that blog. And that blog's sole existence was to post screen caps of the character Nico, who, if you don't know, is the absolute most innocent soft boy you've ever seen in all of the 9 realms. He is a good boy. He is a good child. And their blog got taken down. It was stricken from existence. It is nowhere to be found. Rice did come back making a new blog while waiting for their main Nico blog to be taken back up, but this user was currently trying to run a Secret Santa as we're going into the holiday season. And yeah, so all those plans got demolished once their blog got taken down. So all of their new posts with Nico had a banner at the end saying, if you're NSFW or whatever blogs don't interact, so maybe it was the posts that they've made previously talking about the blogs they don't want to interact with them that got them stricken down, because they saw NSFW in so many posts, like them type out NSFW in response to the NSFW blog, that might have gotten them taken down. I'm not sure, that might not be what happened. That's what I'd assume was the reason that they got taken down, because I don't see any other reason why this blog that only posts screenshots of a really innocent character would have gotten taken down, other than the fact apparently a bunch of random accounts got taken down, so I don't know. I've even had people comment on some of my posts and say, oh my gosh, I'm so surprised, I'm glad you haven't been taken down. And my response is, what do you mean? I am an artist, but I'm not NSFW. At most, I've done like 2, 3 implied, I say, heavily stretched implied, like just blushing boys or dudes without their shirt on, which like you can take any other way. Maybe he's jumping to a swimming pool, who knows, but I'm not an NSFW blog, and a lot of blogs taken down were artists who did, some of them, yeah, I can see why they got taken down. People who did stuff for like younger characters gotten taken down, which is good. Please, that was gross. I'm glad they got taken down. But even some random NSFW blogs who did fully age, like consensual age adults or characters who were aged up to do more, not even full NSFW, but more implied work, were strucken down. So I guess throughout all this, I am glad I wasn't taken down, even though I feel like either way my blog should be restored, because I haven't posted anything necessarily gross. You know what I mean. But anyways, that's just a theory. A game theory. Anyways, it's caused a lot of people, artists, NSFW blogs, people will do post straight up adult content to be stricken down, which I mean, if they're not following the guidelines, good, they should, but sorry, I didn't mean to rhyme there, but as an artist on Tumblr, it really leaves that final stance. Should you stay on Tumblr? Should you not stay on Tumblr? Should you be worried if you're trying to start on Tumblr? If you're starting art if you're starting out as an artist and you are thinking, oh, I might be able to use Tumblr, should I? And I have to say that, like most things, there's pros and there's cons, and just some things that if you are an artist on Tumblr or thinking of doing it, just keep these in mind. So a couple of the pros that I have to say about Tumblr is, first of all, their reblog system. Much like Twitter's retweet system, reblogs is what keeps your artwork alive. It keeps you alive as an artist. This is your water. It must keep you hydrated. When you're dehydrated, you're falling down, you're dead in the desert. You're dead in the desert, you know what I mean? When people do reblog your art, that's some quality shit right there, my man. Like, that's the good stuff. That's tasty, you know what I mean? So when you do get reblogs, they're beautiful. Thank you, Tumblr. Especially when you get reblogged onto fandom blogs. Like, once again, I'm gonna bring up Nanbaka or My Hero Academia, or if you do Avengers work, you know what I mean? If you're strictly a Spider-Man fan artist and you get reblogged onto Spider-Man fan art blog, or just Spider-Man centered blog, so many people tend to follow that blog because maybe they don't like one certain artist, but they like fan art, so they'll follow it for the fan art, and then boom, there's your artwork right there. Here comes those sweet reblogs. So those are a real saving grace, especially when you have blogs that are not of a specific person, but of a specific fandom. And I mean, for me personally, I do multi-fandom fan art, and sometimes you get more likes from your blogs and stuff you usually post. So, secondly, tags. I can't stress enough how much I absolutely adore the tag system on Tumblr. Tags are used a lot of places, right? Instagram, Twitter, they all use tags, but it really separates them between tags on Tumblr. When you post something, they have tags on the bottom. I believe it's a cap of 30 tags, but you can center it down to exact fan art type, if it's a traditional, if it's digital, exact fandom, exact characters in said fandom, and it's just beautiful. It's sorted away. It's not in the middle of your text like it would be in Instagram, where you could have to space it out, but that's extra work because you have to add in blank spaces so it's not messy to add your tags on the bottom. Or Twitter. Like, this is the exact reason I could never get onto Twitter as an artist, because to tag things, you have to put it in your main body of text. So if I posted a fan art of, once again, Spider-Man, then I'd say, oh, Peter Parker, blah, 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 rewatch the movie, I love it. And then have all my tags there, and it looks so gross and so messy, especially since you have a certain limit on characters you can use, and those characters get taken up by the tags. If Twitter had a separate tag option like Tumblr does, I would jump straight for Twitter. Twitter would be great. Tags are one of the most beautiful things on Tumblr. That is why I love it, is the tag option. They're all put on the bottom of a post. They're not in your main text. They're separated. They're beautiful. If you want to see the tags, you know where to go on a post to find all of them, and they're perfectly laid out. Or sometimes people will write really fun, creative things in the tags, because you can space out between your tags on Tumblr. So you can write some really nice things. If you don't want to go and like gawk about how much you like an artist in your main body text, you put it in the tags. That way it's separate, people don't have to see it, takes up less space, but the artist can look through your tags and see, oh, I'm so glad they like me or my art or whatever. Thirdly, fandoms. Tumblr has gotten some bad backlash before, talking about some gross people on Tumblr, especially now that this whole controversy happened with the whole pedophilia grossness or unappealing stuff in Tumblr. But when people always bring that up, when I say I use Tumblr, I'm a Tumblr artist, and people always assume the worst of you because, ugh, Tumblr, well, so gross, everyone in there is gross. Not really. If you're going into Tumblr as a consumer or creator for fandom, it's perfect. You just go straight up to the search bar, search up My Hero Academia, search up Avengers, search up Loki, Agent of Asgard, and boom, there it is. So many beautiful content creators, hardly any bullshit. A lot of it's pretty clean, pretty good quality stuff, and you can just jump right in there, make your own post, tag it to that exact fandom, and you're really a part of it. You're part of the discussion. It's so easy to create friends and connect in fandoms on Tumblr, which I've personally tried to do before in Instagram and Twitter, and I've never been able to do as successfully as I have on Tumblr. You really get a sense of community, especially if you're in more of a niche one, like once again with Nanbaka, that I've really been able to capture. And I mean, there's gonna be bad beans everywhere, but especially in smaller communities, that's usually 1 to 2 people, very small, very minimum. And if you just block those exact tags. There's whitelisting options, blacklisting, whitelisting options for Tumblr add-ons you can get, or just don't look for it. Okay, now I've said what I like, let's move on to some cons. Well, the cons really now for Tumblr is mainly its bad rep that's gotten because of the situation. A lot of major news outlets have covered it and talking about the NSFW stuff that's gotten it banned from the App Store, you know, all of that bad stuff. So it's gotten a really bad name, and there's always been bad beans. Tumblr's always really gotten a bad rep because of the type of people who like to use blogs and like to share their propaganda on there. And once again, as I've stated before, it's not that it's really that easy or that hard. It's kind of a middle ground. If you're looking for it, you'll find it on Tumblr. But if you're not really searching for it, you'll probably not even find it, is basically my sense on the stuff that's more gross or, more radical stuff on there. And the second big con I have to say are, what's happening right now are people are leaving. People have gotten booted out, especially artists. So some of them have decided this is it for me, I'm not coming back. So we're getting less traffic as it's off the App Store. Less people using the app will use Tumblr now because, I have to use it on my computer. I've always used just the app. They won't be coming anymore. They won't be seeing your art. They're gone. So you might be losing more traffic, but that's just what's going to happen in the situation. And I have to say, as my final stance here, I am staying on Tumblr. I wasn't affected in this first Tumblr purge, and I'm not really, of right now or anytime I see in the future, an NSFW artist. I'm not interested in creating that kind of content. I want to create fan art. I want to create my own stuff, especially now, as I'm currently applying to universities. I'm working on my portfolio. I'm doing a lot of realism, a lot of ink work, a lot of stuff I usually wouldn't post to my Tumblr, so my Tumblr's really more on the back burner right now. So I'm not leaving it. I'm saving it there. I'm saving it for my fandom stuff, as I always get great reception on it. Even as someone might say, oh, I get so much more. For me, where I am, I have a really good foundation on Tumblr, and I feel like you shouldn't be afraid of joining Tumblr because of this. If there's a fandom you want to join and you want to create content for it, I say Tumblr is a great place to do that. Please don't be afraid. But if you're looking for somewhere to mindlessly dump NSFW artwork or content, there's other places to do it, and I'd say probably do it there. Tumblr is not the place that you want to go, or necessarily the place that Tumblr wants you. I don't really see a reason to flee as an artist on Tumblr right now, so don't be afraid of jumping on Tumblr now or staying on Tumblr thinking, oh, I'm not gonna get any more reblogs, any more likes. You probably still will. I'm gonna stay, and if anything gets worse or anything that directly affects me, I'll leave. If you're an NSFW artist, I don't think this is the place for you. But anyone else, I say please come join me in the Nanbaka fandom or the My Hero Academia fandom. Join where you want to be, but don't be afraid of the site, okay? It's not as bad as you think. I'm here to create the fandoms I like. I'm here to do the work that I want to do and the work that will give me a good future. So if this is what you're looking for, please join if you want to. You know what I mean? So thank you guys for watching this video. You might have noticed that I have switched my name from Dream Charmer to Dreamachu, and wondering what that's all about. If you might have seen, I have it linked on the top of my channel, is that my Dream Charmer has become a new channel where I post solely my gaming videos. I haven't posted anything there in a while as I'm extremely busy right now. Probably won't get anything out till the summer until things settle down. I'm in a rather frantic part of my life. I'm finishing my last year of high school and going on to uni, hopefully. Yeah, that's just what I have to say. May your dreams be lovely and full of good things. Please be kind, and bye-bye.